So when I look at patents, how can I deploy them as a competitive advantage? And what role do they play in our overall strategy? Patents can be deployed in a number of ways. They can be offensive tools, and that's that you take space and limit the capability of where your competition can grow. It could be a defensive move, and that's that, again, their head's on a stick and they're there to scare off my competition. Or I can use it for marketing. I can use it for partnerships. I can license my technology. And so there's all kinds of revenue streams I can go with. When you think about an intellectual property strategy, it has to be broad. It's a little like an aircraft carrier group. An aircraft carrier doesn't go out alone. For the simple reason it leaves it vulnerable and it can get sunk. However, it's surrounded by cruisers and submarines and everything else. I think there are like 11 or 12 boats in a carrier group. But it's the same idea that your core patent is your core IP. And so you have to surround it with other IP, whether it's brand, trademark, or whatever, to enhance it. So why not just skip it and just compete in the market? And so you want to use it for defense. You want to show people that you have something. It's part of your portfolio. You should always be editing your auditing your portfolio and find out what works and doesn't work. And not only that, but you can see how it goes with the U.S. patent system before having to go international. Now, the big advantage of patents are, first of all, in the short term, a patent does give you the high ground. And so a patent can help gain you brand equity, and a patent helps create switching cost, meaning moving away from you is not going to be easy. You can set standards and define your industry, and you have the knowledge, so you understand where the bottlenecks and the problems actually exist. In the longer run, companies are going to, once they know you have patents, they're going to try to break it. They're going to try to outflank you. An example, pharma. There's so many Me Too drugs out there, and the reason why is because of high throughput screening and knowledge of target molecules. Companies know how to imitate. So the ways I can actually also use my patents is I can go vertical with it, meaning use my patents to make complementary products, horizontal. Now keep my apologies. I can go horizontal with it. I can use my trademarks and copyrights to go across the entire industry, or I can license my patents to others. And naturally, they're trade ships. And your patents are trade ships for other companies. Internally, IP tends to be segmented. IP needs to be part of your corporate culture. It's a critical part of the formation of your strategy. And so, oh, yeah, I know this is terrible. Everything I just talked about is summarized here, so you can see an example. IPR means intellectual property rights. And keep in mind, it's more than just a patent. It's also creating a trademark. How's your trademark expand your sales recognition? And how about letting other people use it? Same thing. Copyright is closer to a patent, and that's their creations. And but those you can use for short-term advantage or long one. And so that sums up our discussion about intellectual property.